we had been waiting for the monsoons since a long time because that is the backbone of both the water sector as well as the agriculture sector.
We are totally dependent upon the rains for our agriculture. So it's a very significant event as far as Kerala is concerned, and for the rest of the countries also it is applicable.
Kerala, God's own country, once eagerly awaited the arrival of monsoon rains by June 1st. It was a season of joy, renewal and relief. But today that joy has turned into fear. The monsoon once celebrated now feels like a nightmare for the southern Indian state. The southwest monsoon typically makes landfall in Kerala around June 1st. But this year, the India Meteorological Department officially declared its onset on May 24, 2025, the earliest arrival in 16 years. The last time the monsoon came this early was in 2009 on May 23rd. Welcome to the New Indian Express. This is our special report on the monsoon in Kerala, a season once celebrated, now shadowed by growing fear. Monsoon coming after the summer months of April and May gave huge respite to Keralites, hence people used to celebrate its onset. The rains give them respite from scorching heat and water scarcity. Even foreign tourists visit Kerala to experience it. Famous travel writer Alexander Frater has captured the importance of monsoon on Indian lives in his famous book, Chasing the Monsoon. From chasing the monsoon, Keralites are now cursing the monsoon.
Rainfall, of course, that brings a lot of runoff and it can result in flooding. But the volume of flood, that is defined by multiple factors, and also the magnitude of impact, especially to the material impact. That is a part of undesirable land use changes, especially in the Western Ghats. In fact, Kerala had almost a 60% forest cover about 200 years back. But at present, it's hardly 15%, less than 15%. The major change that has happened is conversion of paddy lands. Kerala had maximum extent of paddy lands in 1971. It was around 8.75 lakh hectares. Now we have hardly 2 lakh hectares, less than 2 lakh hectares. And that difference, in fact, the paddy fields that acted as water reservoirs for rainfall that's falling on the midland regions. So when these paddy lands have been reclaimed, what happens is that again the entire water finds its way into the rivers. So the river gets swelled very quickly and flooding happens.
Kerala experienced the deadliest natural calamity in 2024 in the hilly Wayanad district. Landslides killed 390 people in the hilly terrains of Churalmala, Attamala and Mundakai. More than 359 were injured and 150 people went missing, all after 570 millimeters of rain fell in just 2 days. What are the reasons for the recurring natural calamities?
We have been seeing this notable changes, drastic changes in the past few years. How it is shifting towards extreme rainfall events, and timing of rainfall is also has become variable.
We have lost most of the floodplains actually. Kerala has got short rivers, so the floodplains are not as extended as in the basin or something like that. But still, those floodplains are very significant with respect to monsoon management, but unfortunately, those were paddy fields.
More specifically, apart from the shift in the rainfall pattern and more intense rainfall happening more frequently, and the increase in the cyclonic events, we need to look at the land use policy also, how it can cater to reducing the impact of disasters. because land use policy, we as we all are aware, it concerns with rules and regulations as to how we govern the land to be used for different purposes like agriculture, industries, and residential areas or infrastructure. But if you look at the pattern in Kerala and also elsewhere, in most of the cities in the country, we see a drastic increase in the built-up area. Like new buildings are coming up, and the density of buildings per square kilometer has increased.
Even this monsoon doesn't seem to be any different. Fear lurks everywhere as climate change intensifies. Kerala's monsoon is becoming more extreme, coming earlier, hitting harder, and taking lives. Science and local wisdom both call for urgent action.
We need to come up with a land use policy and micro level disaster zonation with the help of public participation, and we need to put specific constraints or limitations as to our when it comes to the growth, because you can't have in a very small, very vulnerable state all that you see in international, where in foreign countries, like whatever you see in the United States of America, you can't have it here because Kerala should have Kerala specific plans, master plans, and developmental plans which are catered. We are trying to transfer all the models which which you see outside, outside the state or even abroad, like Norwegian plan for flood control, or maybe a Sweden plan for drought management, so on and so forth. And let us have our own local level planning with the kind of this traditional wisdom. If you rely on the wisdom of these people, local communities, and incorporate that into your development plans, I'm afraid that this is going to worsen the situation in the next few months, because June, July, you're going to experience very heavy rainfall as per the IMD predictions.
We have to focus more on climate action, especially eco-restoration of Western Ghats is one of the key steps that we can do, and that would actually help in flood and drought mitigation also. Then coastal regions are highly vulnerable, so special focus has to be given to coastal regions. So there are a lot that have to be done, but we are progressing, but slightly slower.
Whether we listen now or pay later is a choice we can no longer delay.